Okie dokie, thank you yet again for joining me in an exercise wherein I will be reading you a paragraph, this paragraph, to you. Embedded within it are the potential for errors, related to spelling, grammar, punctuation, and who knows what else. Just keep that in mind as you listen to me read. Afterwards, I'm going to go ahead and just step out of frame, which it looks like I am, and ask that you pause the video to make corrections on your own and resume so that you and I can make corrections together. Feel free to use the comment section below if you'd like to let me know which corrections perhaps that I've missed that you feel would have been better as corrections in the paragraph itself, whether as a point of revision or otherwise. And I do hope you find this video helpful, which of course, if that's the case, please give this video a like and subscribe if you'd like to continue to practice with me. For now, I'm going to go ahead and get started by reading. So starting with our title, A Natural Home. Do you like frogs, lizards, and snakes? If so, you might enjoy having a vivarium, an enclosed space for keeping organisms to observe. A vivarium is a setting that resembles the natural surroundings of the organisms you put in it. By using rocks, soil, and water in particular ways, you can create an environment like that of a rainforest or a desert. When you make a vivarium, you need to choose plants and animals that are compatible with that environment. A vivarium that has desert plants and rainforest animals obviously wouldn't be very successful. Okay, go ahead and pause here. Please make those corrections and resume so that you and I can correct together. Excuse me. All right, I am moving and shaking, so let's go ahead and get started. Right at the start, do you like frogs, lizards, and snakes? Now, each of these nouns is a part of a series. When you have three or more, you're going to want to separate members of those series with a comma. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. So frogs, or elements of those series, frogs, lizards, and snakes. But I can see here, based on that helping verb, this is a question, and it's in an interrogative sentence, and yet for whatever reason, I've closed it off with a period. So we're going to change that by replacing that period with a question mark. If so, you might enjoy having a vivarium. And here's where we're going to go ahead and add a comma, right? Vivarium, an enclosed space for keeping organisms to observe. And we're going to treat this part right at the end after vivarium as the appositive. It's going to tell us more about that noun, vivarium. A vivarium is a setting that, for no reason at all, there's a comma. We don't need that break, we don't need that pause, so I'm going to get rid of it. A vivarium is a setting that resembles, which has one S, the natural surroundings of the organisms you put in it. By using rocks, soil, and water, we have these nouns, three or more, requires those commas to separate those those elements, so rocks, soil, and water. In particular, that K sound is there, but it's actually spelled with a C. C-U-L-A-R. In particular ways, you can create an environment, which is spelled horrendously. E-N-V-I-R-O-N-M-E-N-T, like that of a rainforest or a desert. When you make a vivarium, you need to choose. Phonetically, it sounds like choose, but it's not spelled correctly. So we're going to go ahead and change that. C-H-O-O-S-E. Choose plants and animals that are compatible with that environment, period. We've ended our thought. A vivarium that has desert plants and rainforest animals, obviously, which is misspelled, O-B-V-I-O-U-S-L-Y, wouldn't, contraction, don't forget, we're adding the word not to a word, so the apostrophe sits between the N and the T. Be very successful, which is actually spelled with two C's and two S's, S-U-C-C-E-S-S-F-U-L, period. Right. Well, let me know what you did in the comment section below. Maybe I missed something. Just bring it up. It'll help us all. Alrighty. I look forward to hopefully working with you in the next one. Thank you for joining me.